StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of Into the Void! This is a 2v2 game between Savach, Telepat, Spike, and, Spike Kid and, oh man, I forgot the other name. Spike Kid and Eagle! Here on Fields of Death. Man, I practiced that. Okay, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with Into the Void, this is my weekly examination of Bronze and Silver League level gameplay. If you would like to submit a replay to Falcon Paladin for Into the Void, go ahead and do so to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. I will go ahead and send my screeners, all of them, that I get. They will decide which ones are the best, vote on them, and notify me of which ones are the best to cast, and I will cast them. That's how this works. Looks like there's some discussion going on right now from Team Blue, just discussing what they should do, some kind of mid-game attack, perhaps. I'm actually not sure what these guys are, but I know that they're at least bronze and silver. So once again, the early game should be pretty solid between these players and these teams. We should get things like assimilators and gateways. Look at that, barracks coming up, very standard stuff. Gateway there as well. The Zerg player is going for an early extractor into pool, getting some harassment potential, which is great. Spike Kid says they're silver. Eagle says, Spike Kid said he's platinum, Eagle said he's silver. So it looks like there might be a platinum player that snuck in here, but again, it's pretty low level. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Spike Kid does get the scout off, sees the early pool, sees the early extractor, says speedlings are on the way. You need to wall. You need to wall so bad. Is this it? That's the ramp to get into the base. Is there another one here? No, was that the same one that I was looking at? Okay, there's the ramp here. Where does this go? Okay, it looks like you have to knock down those rocks to get into this one. So as long as you're walling off here, you're going to be okay, but they're not doing that. And actually taking a quick expansion here is Eagle. Alright, so this should be interesting. These Lings might be able to get some damage done. I don't see any conversation in Team Blue determining exactly what they want to do against these early Lings. Oh, here we go. Speedling. Go close. Yeah, exactly. You gotta close something somewhere. If that's... Wait, that's not a ramp in. That's a ramp to an expansion. Maybe it is this one. It's so hard to tell. Okay, so you go down there, go up here, go around. Okay, so this is actually the ramp they need to close. Spike Kid is trying to do so, but he might be too late. Although, does Telepat actually have anything? No, he is not making any Lings at all. Why on earth? And he's going double extractor. What is happening? Man, this is Into the Void. I love this aspect of Into the Void. It's just... Telepat's going double extractor off of one base with a spawning pool. Now is finally getting speed, which is fine. I guess just barely got enough for speed, so that's okay. I will forgive you for it being a little bit late. I don't know what your gas went to otherwise. I don't see anything else going on that would require gas. And now the Lings are coming out, but they are slow Lings, and they're not going to do too much at all. This wall has a nice bunker. Might throw down one more supply depot just to complete it. I mean, you don't... I guess, no, it's time. Actually, using a factory, that's a better call. That is a better call, Spike Kid. More hit points there and allows you to tech up while walling. Multitasking here from Spike Kid. Gotta love that. Alright, what is our other friend? Oh, Telepat does have an expansion. Okay, there's nothing happening at it, mind you, but he does have an expansion. I apologize, Telepat. I didn't see that one. Savach has a base as well. Savach is working on Stalkers. Has a forge, is not being used for upgrades at this time. But I mean, that's kind of what Into the Void is all about. Is getting stuff and then not really using it effectively. But hey, they know what they're supposed to get, so that's like half the battle. This forge is being used for upgrade... to upgrade ground weapons level 1, which is excellent. Making Marines, and some Marauders out of these barracks. Not queuing up too many units. I think 2 is okay. If you start queuing up 3, 4, and 5, though, you're just wasting money you could be spending elsewhere, so don't do that. Pro tip from Falcon Paladin, don't queue up units. If you watch my replays and pay attention when I click on buildings that have the ability to queue, you'll notice that players like Polt and Neeb don't actually queue up at all. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It's hard to do. It's hard to keep track of your production facilities and only make units when they're the only one available. But they manage somehow, and they darn near pull it off. There's a Reaper out. What? Do I have to name this Reaper? I bet I have to name this Reaper. All right. You're the only Reaper, and you're the first Reaper, so we're going to go ahead and name you. I was not prepared for this. It's a little bit late to have to name a Reaper. This Reaper is named Carrot Top. Comment, that dude is so swole now that I could totally see him fighting Zerg. Alright, so Carrot Top squeezed his way into that Reaper suit somehow. Some way is hopping on up, gonna try to kill some of these Zerg. He is so swole. I'm not sure how much strength actually matters inside a Reaper suit. Like, I mean, you're just getting propelled around on jetpacks, right? Being strong doesn't seem useful. Look at him trying to kill stuff, though. Oh, no. Did he not get a single kill? Didn't get a single kill. He weakened a couple probes there. Come on, Carrot Top. Oh, crap, Speedlings. Run. Ah, Carrot Top. Carrot Top, that hurt. That, like, physically hurt me there. I did scout there was a lair coming, so that's some good information. Scouted there's an extra base for Savach. That's fine information as well. Did see there were about 1 million Speedlings. So here's the thing with Speedlings. Yeah, they're good for base defense, but only if you know an army is coming. As Zerg, if you're just going to defend with Lings, put some units out here, but like right here in front of the enemy base. Right here at the zone, like a watchtower, and this one too. And if you see an army pushing out, then make your Lings. But in the meantime, make drones. Use all of this money and all of this larva to make drones, unless you're going to be aggressive. If you're going to be aggressive, then by all means, make these Lings. That's fine. I don't know why you're running into the corner there. I don't know. Spike Kid says they're going to push in 2 minutes, but again, that would give the Zerg player enough time to get like a hajillion workers. Right now, it is currently 39 workers for the Zerg, which is the lowest, except for the Terran player. Lower than both Protoss, and has 18 Lings, which is pretty good. Although that Terran army of 21 Marines and 4 Marauders seems like a bit of a problem here. A bit of an issue. Pylon coming up here right at the bottom of the ramp, leading into Team Blue's base here in the south. It looks like a third base is taken by Eagle in the bottom left. Overlord Scout, slow Overlord Scout from Telepat right over the Terran base at the bottom here. Does scout out all the barracks, recognizes a lot of bio is coming. You gotta get a Baneling nest. At this level, Banelings are so good because Terrans aren't going to be super good at micro. I guess having a Spire is fine. Getting a Spire and a Hive. What are you doing, Telepat? This is weird. Saturating the second base fairly well. That's good. Lings ran up, got murdered by about 18 Adepts. Spike Kid says, yeah, that was nice. Did the Widowmine get a shot? Oh, 11 kills on that Widowmine. Back it up. Back it up. Oh, all right. I mean, not like the Lings would have survived anyway, but that Widowmine got 11 kills. Widowmines and Banelings, both things that are really good in lower level games. Spike Kids, let's go. He says, let's counter, move out with all these 100 Adepts. There are 20 Adepts, with more getting warped in with the slow warp in here, because this pylon is not touching a gateway or a nexus. That's a pro tip too. If you want to fast warp in, this pylon needs to be touching one of those two buildings. But here we go. Here we go with the Adepts heading north. 26 Adepts, 27 Marines, and 5 Marauders with 2 Medevacs and 2 Widowmines is what we've got. Team South is working together, which is an excellent thing to see in team games. A Void Ray, some Stalkers here for Savach. I don't know. There are Mutas, though, and the Marines are such a problem for those Mutas, though. I mean, yes, there are Mutas, but 20-something Marines, 30 Marines now make quick work of any number. I mean, not any number of Mutas, but the number of Mutas here is 6. So that's not great. Spinecrawlers coming up as defense for Telepat, trying to increase that creep spread. Just make Team Blue think a little bit before coming on up here. Just trying to think about it. And there are 4 Spinecrawlers, a lot of Mutas, more Stalkers here, and a Void Ray. I don't know. This could be interesting. Adepts trying to just psionic transfer right into the middle of these Spinecrawlers. No, there's the cancel. They don't do it. They actually back on out. A couple Lings trying to swing on through here. The Adepts getting right on in. They're trying to kill this Spinecrawler. Spike says, retreat! Retreat! Void Rays trying to burn down everything they can. Stalkers, Mutas, trying to get rid of these Adepts at the same time. I just don't know what's going to deal with these Marines. Yes, the Adepts can probably be taken care of, but Void Rays are falling. Oracles trying to get rid of Adepts as well. Stalkers just absolutely getting melted right now. Here comes Team Blue, burning through. Another Spinecrawler falls. No more defense left. Spike Kid throws out the offensive. Well played. GG, he says. I don't see there's any way that Team Red comes back from this thing at all. Throwing up cannons is Savach inside his main base. Adepts psionic transferring in to see what's going on and canceling. That's a pretty good move from Team Eagle here, or Player Eagle here. Stalkers coming in from Eagle now. Great choice. Actually setting up a forward pylon to the left a little bit, but in the north to warp in more stuff with gateways, recognizing that whole fast warp in thing. The cannons immediately die here at Savach's expansion along the right side. This is all going to die. Again, is there anything that the Team North can do? Team Red has Tempest. Why on earth did you go Tempest, Savach? I mean, Spike Kid just did the standard stuff. Marines, Marauders, Medevacs. Can't really complain about that. The Adept play is good for Eagle too, but Tempest? Why on earth are you getting Tempest? What is Tempest good against here? Nothing. Not good against the Adepts. Not good against the Stalkers, the Marines, or the Marauders, or the... I mean, I guess maybe the Medevacs? If you want to get picky about it, Adepts trying to Sonic Transfer in, they do cancel. You're letting these Spine Crawlers finish at the top of this ramp for Telepat, Team Blue. The longer you wait, I mean, Adepts are rocking, not Adepts, the Tempest are raining fire down from the high ground. Muta's getting a nice surround. Oh, Lings too! Oh, on the Stalkers, killing a few of them. Good pullback by Telepat, killing a few Stalkers, not allowing the rest of the army to engage. And the Tempest on the high ground are killing things while they cannot be seen, I believe. The Adepts Sonic Transfer their way on up the ramp. They're going to finish that transfer. They do. They finish the transfer. The Mutas and the Lings trying to take them all out. Spine Crawlers killing a ton of Adepts that just walk right in the middle of them. The Marines and the Marauders are trying to come up here as well. Spine Crawlers, a bit of a problem. More Lings coming out just trying to absorb shots while the Spines are trying to kill things. The Adepts are not dead yet. The Marines and the Marauders sitting inside the main base of Telepat. Killing an Overlord, I don't know if that's the priority. Mutas trying to kill what they can, but recognizing the pure damage potential of all of these Marines with +1/+1. And actually picking up and retreating is Spike Kid. What? What is that? There are still Adepts sitting behind Telepat's main mineral line, killing all of his workers, which seems like a problem. And they finally get cleaned out, but Telepat is down to 25 drones, which is not great. 48 and 25 for Team North, 56 and 36 for Team South. Not great. I really honestly feel like Spike Kid could have won that battle with his Marines versus this many Mutas. I mean, there are 17 of them, which is a little bit intimidating. They have +1 flyer attack as well, but Marines, do they have stim? I actually didn't check. They have stim, and they have medevacs. Alright, that's a pro tip as well. You can kill so many Mutas with like 20 Marines, stim, and medevac support. Holy cow, the Mutas come in, and again, retreating for his life somehow. Here is Spike Kid. No, he turns around and fights with the stim up. Kind of wins it. I mean, a lot of Mutas are dying here. That's a lot of dead Mutas. 7 left. 10 have died thus far. An attempted ninja expand by Savage in the top left does get taken out by Eagle's Stalkers, which is fine. And this mass Tempest thing by Savage, I mean, it's not super good, but it kind of has this psychological effect on Team Blue where they don't feel comfortable really engaging here, despite the fact that Marines just absolutely crush Tempest, especially Stalker. Stalker Marine is a great choice. Team South is warping in so many Stalkers right now. 31 Stalkers is all that Eagle has. He has +2 attack as well. That is beautiful. Out of Team Blue. Alright, so what are we looking at here? It's 2 base for Savage. It's soon to be 3 base for Telepat. Is he replacing his worker count is the question. No, he's still sitting at 26, which seems like an obstacle. But again, when you have an army at your front door, it's hard to say drone up. It is really hard to say drone up. All your instincts say, oh, need to make units, gotta defend, gotta attack. There's a chitinous plating upgrade on the way for our friend Telepat. Stalkers come right on in to this 3rd base by Telepat. They're gonna take it down. They're gonna murder everything. The Tempests are trying to whittle them down, but they just don't do enough damage. Good blink forward by Eagle. Holy cow. The Tempests are right on top of them. That is not where they want to be. Muta's flying from the backside for Telepat. Not going to work out. Not going to work out, my friends. Marines and Marauders coming to the backside too on those Tempests. Oh, the Tempest count is dwindling. The Tempest count is down to 2. 2 is not a good number. I don't know where they are. Actually, Spike is working on +3/+3 for his infantry here at 13 minutes. That is pretty great. 4th base or 3rd base replant attempt by Savage is taken down by the Stalkers. Good game out of Savage. Good game out of Spike Kid. Eagle throws out the good game as well. Savage has left the game. His Telepat. Can he win this thing with his handful of Mutas and his handful of Lings? The answer is going to be no. Another Tempest falls. Just the massacres here. Lings, Mutas at the top of the ramp once again by Telepat, trying to do what he can. There's a single Spine Crawler, but no. It is not enough. The Stalkers just massacring everything. The Marines and the Marauders killing whatever the Stalkers can't take care of. Telepat refuses to lose the game. He's making 4 Ultras, and that's it. Ah, Telepat, I wanted to see what the 4 Ultras could do. I mean, probably not much. There were 4 Marauders. I don't know how their upgrades would be. They had chitinous plating, right? Yeah. Do they have any other upgrades? I don't think there's an evolution chamber for Telepat. No, there's not. So it would just basically be super armor Ultras, the no attack upgrades. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we will not see because we don't know, but Ultras probably would not have made much of a difference. It was probably a good decision there by Telepat to leave. So that's it. That was a pretty good game. Again, good teamwork out of Team South here. Eagle and Spike Kid getting the Marines, Marauders, the Stalkers. The Adepts early were very good as well. And just Telepat's macro wasn't quite as good as it could have been. Never really got the worker count that he needed. He did have almost 3 bases once, but not really. Again, I really think the key for the Zerg player was making all those Lings early and not doing anything with them. If he droned up until the attack came and then he had enough larvae because he had enough money and had enough bases to make a huge Ling army, that would have been a better situation. But as it stood, he made the Lings, didn't do anything with them, was down on worker count, and wasn't much help when the enemy came. On the other hand, Savach wasn't, I mean, Tempest against Stalker, Marine, Marauder, Adept is not super ideal when it comes right down to it. But hey, it's Into the Void. We are here to learn, we're here to have fun, and hopefully we can educate all these players as well. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another weekly edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook. I'm also at Patreon/Falcon Paladin. There's a link in the bottom here and a link at the top right. You can support the channel with as little as $1 a month, which is pretty fantastic. And let's see, what else about this? That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on, looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, into the void. And you're running into the void.